Hello everybody, welcome to my channel Flutter Play. My name is Manish and in this video I will be explaining the most important concepts of Flutter UWP application. In this video only I will be explaining you all how to build a release package of Flutter UWP application. So let's get started. So let us start the video by creating a new Flutter project. So let us move to CMD. And now we will run the command flutter create. So our new project name will be newest underscore UWP. So now I am hitting the enter button. It will generate the project files for me. So now you all can see that the project files are generated and the pubget is running inside the directory of the project. So let us move inside the Flutter project directory by hitting cd newest underscore UWP. So now I am inside the Flutter project directory. So I am opening the code in Android Studio by clicking on open an existing project. The name of my project is newest underscore UWP. So I am clicking on it and opening the project in Android Studio because we need to do certain things. So we need to open the project in a code editor. So here I am using Android Studio. You can use any of the code editor as per your choice. You can also use Visual Studio Code as per your convenience. So basically this is the sample application that we always get when a new Flutter project is created. This is the counter application that we always get, in which we get a floating action button with the icon and named as plus, and while clicking on the icon it will increment the counter and we will get the message that you have pushed the button so many times. So here Android Studio is loading the project. So here you can see the project window is opened and I am expanding the newest underscore UWP, which is my Flutter project. So you all can see that many platforms are added up, such as Android, iOS, Linux, macOS, web, Windows and WinUWP. We are not concerned with all the platforms. We are only concerned with the WinUWP platform as of now because we are building Flutter UWP applications. So inside the WinUWP folder, we are getting two folders named as Flutter, runner underscore UWP, cmakelist.txt and project version. cmakelist.txt and project versions are two files and Flutter and runner underscore UWP are two folders. Basically we don't have to touch the Flutter folder. We have to do all the things under runner underscore UWP folder. Basically I am opening all the folders so that we can see which all files are there inside these folders. So here you can see a common file named as cmakelist.txt in the Flutter folder. This file is also inside the runner underscore UWP folder and the same file resides inside the WinUWP folder, which is the main folder. So here there are three cmakelist.txt. So you need to be aware when you are doing changes to cmakelist.txt, you always need to do changes inside the WinUWP, inside the runner underscore UWP, inside the cmakelist.txt. So keep in mind, whenever you wish to do changes, you have to do changes inside the WinUWP and then runner underscore UWP and then cmakelist.txt file. So I am opening the cmakelist.txt file. So going to the 66th line, we can see the command as set short name and there is written $binary underscore name. So if we wish to change the name of our Flutter UWP application, so what we need to do, we need to delete this entire thing. And in the double quotes, we have to write the name which we wish to keep for our Flutter UWP application. So here I wish to keep the name of the application as demo UWP app. Basically app in small is the default name when we build a Flutter UWP application. So here we have changed the short name of the Flutter UWP application. On the 67th line, you can see that there is something named as package underscore GUID. So basically this is the Windows Publisher ID which we get when we purchase the Microsoft Store. So if you wish to publish your app on Microsoft Store, you need to copy that ID from your Microsoft Store console and paste it over here. So we are done with cmakelist.txt. Basically in cmake-list.txt, what all things we can do, we can first change the name of our Flutter UWP app, and then we can add the Windows Publisher ID to the package Flutter UWP package. And after that we will be moving to appx-manifest.in for more changes. In the appx-manifest.in, on the 8th line we can see the version number. Basically if we wish to update the version number of our app, so we can do over here. We can set any version number and we can update that version number from that app. On the 9th line we can see that there is phone publisher ID. This is nothing but Windows Phone Publisher ID that we get when we purchase the Microsoft Store account. Basically for that you need to go to Microsoft Store console and then you need to copy your Windows Phone Publisher ID and put it over here. So we are done with 8th and the 9th line. After that, coming to 12th, 13th and 14th line. On the 12th line we can see the display name. So display name is nothing but it is the short name, and short name is the name that we have changed on the 66th line of cmake-list.txt. So whatever the name will be set over here, the same name will appear over here in the display name. So we don't need to do anything. After that we are coming to the 29th line. In the 29th line we can see the background color. So it is nothing but it is the darkest blue background color that we always get when we run a Flutter UWP application. So if you wish to change the background color of that, so what we need to do, we need to change the color code over here by writing FF3366. So basically this is the orange color that you will get. You can change it to any color as per your desire. So we are done with changing the background color also. After that, here you can see in the 37th line to 41 line capabilities section. So I am hitting a enter and I am putting a tab over it, so that basically we can see that these are the capabilities. So capabilities are nothing but they are similar to permissions in Android. If we wish to request for microphone access, camera access, then some VoIP access, IP address access, or some system related functionality, then we need to declare the capabilities in Windows 10 Flutter UWP applications. So there are many capabilities. So how you can get the capabilities? You need to go to Chrome. I will provide the link in the description. So basically what you need to do, you need to search UWP app capabilities and you will get the first page over here, that is app capability declarations. So this is the documentation provided by Microsoft to us. So in this page you can get all the capabilities and their explanation why they are used. Suppose if we wish to add the appointments capability to our Flutter UWP application, so how we can do this? So this is the name of the capability, appointments. This is the description of the capabilities and this is the code of the capability. So what I am doing, I am copying the entire code. I am pressing Ctrl C. I am going to Android Studio and after a certain capability I am putting the code over here. So you can see the code is pasted over here. Now I will remove the capabilities closing tag and then I will remove the entire part that you can see on the screen, because we are not working on Visual Studio 2019, so there is no XML namespace of Flutter UWP. So we need to declare capabilities in such manner. If you are working in Visual Studio 2019, then you have to paste the entire code and the capability will be added. So in this way you can add the capabilities. So now I wish to remove the capabilities, so I can remove any one of the capabilities which I wish. So capabilities are nothing but they are similar to permission in Android. You can find all the capabilities from the app capability declarations UWP Microsoft documentation page. You can add any capabilities and you can remove any capabilities. So basically we are done with capabilities also. Now the main portion is left, that how to change the icon and assets of a Flutter UWP application. So we will click on the project and we will collapse all and then we will expand it. We will go to WinUWP folder and then runner_UWP. So here you can see there is a folder called as assets folder. So I am right clicking on it. So I have right clicked on it and I will click on show in Explorer. So this will open this file in the Explorer because I want to demonstrate you some unique thing. So basically what we can see is, we can see there are 48 items in this folder. So logos are of different 48 sizes. So you will be thinking that we need to get a logo and then we need to resize the logo in so many different sizes. So you don't need to do all the things. What you need to do is you need to download the Microsoft Store application on your Windows 10, and then you have to search for Visual Asset Generator. So you will get the app on the top. So you have to click on that app, and I have downloaded the app. So I need to launch that app. So you need to launch that app after you have downloaded from Microsoft Store. So here you can see that this is the button. So I have hovered over it. So it gives me a tooltip named as drop a PNG file. So I am clicking on that icon, and I am selecting my image file. So here you can see there are many options such as small tile, medium tile, white tile, then large icon, app icon, then splash screen and package logo. So what you need to do, these are the different things. You need to click on one by one. Medium tile, then white tile, then large tile, then app icon, then splash screen, and then package logo. After that you need to click the save assets button at the bottom right. So here it is giving us a message that this will override any existing files in the asset generator. So we need to click on yes. So here the application is saving all our assets which have been auto generated, and we don't need to resize it again and again. So here it is giving us a message that the assets are properly generated and the process is completed. So here we can see the 51 icons. So what we are going to do, we are going to press Ctrl A, then Ctrl C, and then we need to go to Android Studio, right click on the assets folder, and then paste over it. So here we can see that it has given us the prompt for override, skip and override for all, and skip for all. For that we need to click on override for all, because we need to override all the images of Flutter with our own icon. So now we can see that the icon has been changed, and every time the smiley is coming in different sizes. So here we are done with splash screen, icon change, notification tile change, Windows small icon change, and we are done with all the icons change. So now what we are going to do, we are going to build the Flutter UWP application. We are first going to run the application, and then we are going to build a release package of that application. So I am inside the project directory of Flutter application. Then what I need to do, I need to hit the command flutter run -d win UWP. So this is the command to run Windows UWP application. So till the time the Flutter UWP application is compiling and getting run on our device, what we are going to do, we are going to learn some concepts on PPT, and then we are going to revise that things. So in this video, what were the topics that I was covering, such as changing the name, GUID, version number of Flutter UWP app, that is covered already. How to generate assets of specified image for UWP apps, that I explained you using the Visual Asset Generator. How to add capabilities to Flutter UWP app, that also I explained you by in the capabilities section. You can go to Microsoft documentation and find out all the capabilities, and then copy one of the capabilities that you need and paste it in the capabilities section. Then how to build Flutter UWP release package. So basically after our application is running on our Windows 10 device, then we will hit that command to build the release package of UWP app. Then how to create a temporary certificate for signing Flutter UWP application. To create a temporary certificate for signing Flutter UWP application, you need to open Visual Studio. Follow my steps and you need to open Visual Studio. You need to create a blank UWP app. Click on the solution and right click on it and click on the publish button. Then select the option as side loading. After selecting the option as side loading, here you will be getting a prompt for signing the package. So you need to sign that package, and there will be 4 options that you need to get a certificate from Digital Authority, from Azure Vault, and at the last you will be getting the option as create. So you need to click on the create button, and after clicking on the create button, you need to enter the publisher name, that is your C and common name, into that, and after that you need to create that certificate. So what you need to do, you need to create that certificate, you need to get the certificate and paste it into the runner_UWP folder and replace the certificate with Windows_temporary key.pfx. So this is the procedure to create a temporary certificate. And after that, which package formats are supported by Microsoft Store, and ending with exe myths, uploading of apps on Microsoft Store. Basically, you all will be having some myths such as how to upload apps on Microsoft Store. Does Microsoft Store allows exe apps to be uploaded? Do we need to sign that apps with particular certificate if we need to upload it on Microsoft Store? So all your doubts will be cleared into the seventh topic. So let us move ahead. So coming to the first topic, that Flutter UWP changing name. So I have explained you how to do that. You need to go to cmakelist.txt file, and on the 66th line you can set the short name for your application. So this will change the name of your application. Moving on to the next slide, how to change the GUID. GUID is nothing but it is the publisher name. It is a common name, Windows publisher ID, that you will get when you will purchase the Microsoft Store. So what you need to do, you need to replace it. And how, when you will going to replace it, if you have purchased the Microsoft Store, and you have to replace it in the cmakelist.txt file at the 67th line. Now changing the assets. So basically I have suggested you that you should use Visual Asset Generator in order, if you wish to generate assets for Flutter UWP application. You can select your specified image and then generate the assets of all sizes and reproduce it and replace it into your Android Studio. After that, what are capabilities? Capabilities in UWP are similar to permissions in Android. As I have explained previously, that they are nothing but they are permissions in Android. They are similar to permission in Android. If we need to include the capabilities such as accessing camera, file system, internet, microphone, IP address, VoIP, hardware specific functionalities, then we need to add the capabilities. So how you can add the capabilities? Inside the WinUWP folder, inside the runner_UWP folder, and inside the appx manifest.in. So you can get the documentation about all the capabilities from the link that I have given in the description. Also, don't forget to add the run full trust capability, because this is the capability that will allow that your app will request for administration privileges. It means that your app will behave like an administrator. Microsoft Store many times reject the applications that declare run full trust capabilities. So be aware, until and unless not required, don't add the run full trust capabilities. So now let us move ahead to how to build Flutter UWP release package. If you wish to build Flutter UWP release package, then Flutter build WinUWP command is used. So Flutter release package has the extension .msix, and then Flutter release package supports only x64 architecture. It does not support as of now x86 architecture, ARM architecture, and ARM64 and neutral architecture. So Microsoft Store supports app packages in 6 formats such as appx upload, appx bundle, msix, msix upload, and msix bundle. Basically, these are the 6 formats in which Microsoft Store supports uploading of your UWP apps. You can't upload an exe file directly on Microsoft Store. You need to package it in any of the above formats using Advanced Installer, Make appx.exe, and MSX packaging tool. Make appx.exe, MSX packaging tool are the tools provided by Microsoft, and Advanced Installer is a private tool. You need to purchase that tool. And after that, you don't need to create an installer for uploading an app to Microsoft Store. Basically, in the previous exe application, we need to create an installer file when we need to share it with others, because we need to install that files on our Windows PC. So in this thing, you don't need to create an installer if you wish to upload an app to Microsoft Store. You need to sign the MSX package before you are uploading it to Microsoft Store. I have explained you how you can sign the package by buying a certificate from Digital Authority, or you can create your own temporary certificate that will be applied on your own desktop machine, and then you can sign the MSX package. Every time you need to increment the version number before uploading to App Store. Basically, this is the fundamental concept. Whenever you are doing some changes, so you need to update the version number if you wish to upload it and update on the Microsoft Store. So basically, these were some exe myths. So in this video, all your exe myths are also cleared out, that how we can upload apps to Microsoft Store, which Microsoft Store supports formats, and how we can sign a package. So let us see how it has been running our Windows UWP application. So here basically we can see that the Flutter UWP application has been successfully building. It is giving us a message that you need to open the PowerShell in administrator mode. So I am opening the PowerShell in administrator mode. So what we need to do, we need to copy this checknet isolation command and paste inside the PowerShell, and then we need to press Y, and then we can see that our demo UWP app has been built, and the icon is also changed, the name of the UWP application is also changed. Basically we can see that this is the sample counter application, and clicking on plus button will increment the counter and it will give us a text message. So now what we need to do, we need to build the release package of our Flutter UWP app. So I am closing this application as of now, and I am running the command flutter build win UWP inside the Flutter project directory. Basically this command will generate a build package file for your Flutter UWP app. So basically now we can see that our Flutter Windows UWP application has been successfully built. So basically from where we are going to get that build release package. So what we need to do, we need to open Android Studio, or we need to open that project directory. So I am right clicking on it and opening it in Explorer. So here I can see that I have opened the project folder, and my project folder name is newest_UWP. I need to go inside the build folder, and inside build folder I need to go inside WinUWP folder, inside WinUWP runner_UWP folder, and inside app packages, inside app, and then inside app_1.1.0.0. This is 1.1.0.0 is nothing but it is basically the app package version number, and here is the MSIX bundle. It is the release package that we can see. Right clicking on that, we can see that this is loading, and this is nothing but this is our build release package. Demo UWP app is already installed. When we will launch it, click on the launch button, it will launch the app. So this is our UWP app ready to publish and ready to share with our friends. So thank you all for watching this video. Do hit the subscribe button, like the video, and share in the comments if you wish to know some more things about Flutter UWP.